Hey guys, it's me again. Today I'm talking about feeling trapped, as well as genetic determinism and feeling like I'm not really good at anything in particular. Recently I've been feeling like I've been cornered into a wall, and I've been waking up with so much anxiety that it's difficult to get out of bed. I haven't really been doing my art as much as I would like the last 2 weeks. And I've really been thinking about the idea of genetic determinism and the fact that talent is very real, and there's really nothing you can do to overcome the fact that you don't have talent. People say you can work hard and eat right and train as hard as you can, but you're never going to be an Olympic level athlete, right? And I think the same is true for art. In order to get a art career, you basically have to have Olympic level creative genetics. You have to be genetically gifted and work hard. And unfortunately, I'm not one of those genetically blessed people that's able to just do things or even stay focused for long periods of time. I'm just not that fucking good, unfortunately. And I'm stuck in this situation where I'm just not good enough at anything. I'm not even good enough to hold a part-time job flipping burgers. And this not good enough feeling is something that's very pervasive in my life. And it's something that I've really struggled with. So if you guys resonate with the idea that if you have no talent, and no matter, I really do believe that talent is real. And this idea that you can work your way through having no talent is ridiculous. You're either able to do it or you're not. You can train your whole life and not get half as far. You can train your whole life on piano and never be Mozart. You can do everything you can, but at the end of the day, if you don't have that ability, you don't have it. And unfortunately, I've just come to the conclusion that I just don't have what it takes. In any area, in any way. I'm just an average fucking person that has no abilities, no connections, and because of this, I really have no fucking hope. I don't know what else to do with my life other than just drift through it. My life is one repetitive thing after the other. I really have nothing to live for at this point. I'm trying to my best to do the best I can with what I have, which is not much. But making it through with no money is very difficult. And people always blame homeless people, saying that they should just get a job or that they have a victim complex. Well, maybe the reason that they're there is because of what happened to them. I don't think it's a coincidence that everyone on the streets has a victim story, because everyone on the streets has been victimized, and that's why they're there in the first place. It's not their mindset technically, it's what they've been through that's determining it. And now it could be worse. I could be on the streets doing drugs. I could, but I'm not. I'm here in my parents' house, sitting and doing nothing all day. I really have nothing to offer this world. And the fact of the matter is that I'm trapped in a situation that I see no way of changing. My life has no momentum. I have no one that believes in me. I have no one that's cheering me on. I have people that are detracting from me, people telling me how awful I am. And if you have been blessed with supportive parents, that's half of the battle. Good genetics and supportive parents. It seems so simple. It's probably something a lot of people take for granted. But if you don't have good genetics and you don't have decent parents, you're fucked. Right out of the gate, you're doomed. Now, there's always going to be those outliers, the David Gogginses of the world, the people that have shitty upbringing and shitty genetics and are able to leverage it and somehow overcome it. But those are few and far between. The odds are you are probably not the exception, and I know I'm not the exception. And having this lack of exceptionalness, not being an exceptional person at all, it creates a complex of inferiority in me for real. And I just never have felt enough in any capacity. And I really don't know what else to say. People say maybe you could teach. I don't know how to teach. I don't know how to do any of that. So I really don't have a talent even for that. Unfortunately, all my talents are very, very mid. I don't really have anything that I'm specifically good at. And I feel like I've just been put onto this planet for no reason. I'm trapped here. And feeling trapped is a terrible feeling. I feel like genetic determinism is half the game. If you don't have some sort of ability, some sort of genetic advantage, some sort of connection through your parents, at least a drop of nepotism, there's no hope, there's no chance. And being pushed around and bullied because people were jealous of me for some reason in high school, what did it amount to? They won. My bullies fucking won. And I know you're supposed to say you shouldn't let them win, you should just keep going no matter what. But like when everyone is dogging you and everyone's telling you you're no fucking good, then what is the point? What is the point? You have to ask yourself, like, what is the point of even trying to compete in this society when there are just people that are naturally good, they have supportive parents, they don't have health problems, they're not working against chronic pain, they're not doing any of that type of shit, and then they just win, because that's how life is, because life has winners and losers. You're going to tell me that if I trained like Michael Phelps, that I could be at his level. That's not a thing that's going to happen. You're telling me that if I train like Mozart, I could be at that level. Not going to happen. I could do that and do the exact same regimen all fucking day long and not be anywhere near that. I feel like in this life, if you're not world class, you're doomed. Having basically what amounts to undiagnosed autism means that people see me and they don't want anything to do with me. I'm always something wrong. It's always your attitude is bad, your personality is shit, you're not reading social cues, you're being too obnoxious, you're not being talkative enough. There's never the right fucking amount. It's never the right amount. It's always too much or too little. And I really hate the idea of parenting, as you guys already know. I have this feeling of survivor's guilt for like avoiding pregnancy at this point. I'm so terrified of getting pregnant, it keeps me awake at night sometimes. I honestly don't even know how to explain how afraid I am of getting knocked up. I mean, it's not going to happen because I have an IUD. But honestly, it's really sad. Like, people are like, why don't you become a housewife? I'm like, I can't even do that. I would suck at that. I'm disorganized. I can't cook very well. I'm not very clean. I can't even do a fucking housewife thing. Not to say that's easy or anything, but it's not something I'd be good at. It would make me so unhappy. It would be crazy. My life has just ended up in the location that I absolutely despise. I have no one to talk to about it. I don't want to depress my friends any more than I already have. I can't tell my parents because they always get really sad that I tell them this kind of thing and then they blame me for it. I've done the best that I can with what I have, but it just doesn't make a difference. I just feel like if you have autism, if you have ADHD, that's game over. There's no chance unless you have savant syndrome, and I don't have that. I don't have savant syndrome. I'm not good at shit. I have nothing special about me in the slightest fucking bit. And even if I did, I don't have the resources to develop it. Even if I did, it's probably too late to develop it because I'm in my 30s. There's really no fucking hope. And if you resonate with that, I would like to hear about it in the comments. I'll try to respond in this video. I know I haven't been responding the last couple videos. But it is difficult to just be a normal person that has nothing to offer and who's not good at anything. You can train your whole life, but for what? It's not really going to amount to anything unless you are genetically blessed and have talent. And people say I have talent with art. Well, no, I really don't. I really don't have enough talent with art to do anything with it. I've trained for over 10 years, and I'm not even close to where someone with actual talent would be if they had done the same amount of training. I feel like I'm lazy. I can't even get myself to focus on training. I feel like even to be able to train and even to be able to study something, it takes a genetic blessing. You have to have a functioning prefrontal cortex to be able to study like that. And I don't have it. I've tried everything I can to fix my ADHD, and it hasn't worked. I am just disabled, and I'm a fucking loser. I'm lucky I'm not homeless. That's about all I can say. Feeling cornered in life, feeling like there is no escape with your current circumstances, feeling like people are out to get you in certain ways and they just don't understand has been very difficult for me. It's just been one damn thing after the other. Maybe I'll get lucky, but I don't think so. I mean, at this point, there is no fucking luck. I don't know how to make luck. I feel like luck has to find you working, and I'm lazy. I don't know how to not be lazy. I don't know how to be consistent. People take for granted this ability to be consistent and stay focused. They do. There's this requisite understanding that when you're receiving information from someone that is telling you how to improve your life, there's a prerequisite that you're able at the first point to stay focused and be consistent. There's something that's taken for granted, consistency and focus. They just think you're able to do that, and if you're not doing that, it's because you're doing something wrong. I've tried my whole life to be consistent and stay focused. Hasn't worked. Haven't been able to do it. I've tried everything I know, and nothing has done what it wants to do. And the thing about trying new things is like, oh boy, we're going to try another thing and it's not going to work and I'm going to fail again. And then that's just another fucking failure chalked up on the ledger. When you have failed this much with absolutely no offset of success, it becomes your temperament. It becomes who you are. You become a failure. They say you only fail when you stop trying. Well, I honestly don't know if I believe that. I really don't know if I believe that. Because there is such thing as knowing when to walk away. There's such thing as sunk cost fallacy, knowing when you've messed up and when it's not possible anymore. I wish I had some sort of thing to contribute. I wish I had something that was of value. But I don't have shit. And I wish I was never born every fucking day. But I can't just give up. I have to live my life to the end. Whatever's gonna kill me, I hope it's soon. I just don't want to keep going and doing this for the rest of my fucking life. For what? Why do we have to keep going? Being unemployed, like I don't have a job. I can't hold a job even if I wanted to. There is no place for me. This world doesn't want me here. I have no use. I'm useless. Because I don't have any talent, I didn't have the right support, I didn't come from the right fucking background. It's over. Could be worse. And it could be a lot better too. I really don't know what else to say. I've said everything that I want to say at this point. And all I gotta say is that unless you have talent, you're doomed. I've been trying to do this art thing for a long time, and the people that succeed all have natural fucking born talent. I'm not gonna lie, talent is real. Especially in this world of AI, unless you're in the top 1% of talent, you're fucked. Like, straight up fucked. So anyway, I'm going to conclude this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, because that does make a difference and it does make me feel better. I feel like an absolute loser, as always, and I'm going to talk to you guys later. Peace out.